Good morning and welcome everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what is transpiring so far throughout the crypto market. XRP right now, $2.44, still in that very bullish consolidation. As long as we hold that 228 level, we're fine. Furthermore, if we can push out of this little inverse head and shoulders on this inverse right shoulder, it's created a smaller inversion. We should be able to push ourselves up near that 265 and then ultimately 288 level. It's like 288 to 295. It's just if we were to fall below that, that's where tricky things can happen. DGB we'll take a look at, as you know, it's my biggest bag that I own. I have 1.6 million DGB. It's up 16% today, but that doesn't even tell the story, as it's up a very respectable amount since, what is it today, the 26th? Since the 24th, 25th. Yeah, since Monday. Let's go to Monday. DGB's up 47% this week since Monday. So DGB's been very much so outperforming the market. Looks like it's built this inverse head and shoulders here. So obviously, we're gonna have to have some kind of consolidation at some point, but we blew past the 108 resistance. Now we have the 1.2 cent resistance. If we blow by that, it's gonna be up to like 1.5 or 1.8, but we have that target at 1.86. That's the technical target on this breakout. So now we're hitting a level of a triple resistance right here that we've had in the somewhat recent past. And once we get past 1.2 cents, it's gonna be pretty volatile to the upside. So I wanted to make sure to talk about this, and in time I do have much higher targets, it's just I don't talk about them. But we're gonna do this universally, and the next target up for anybody paying attention to DGB is about 1.2, and then it comes up to a much higher target at 1.86. There's minor levels in between of minimal resistance, but that's what we'll be dealing with there for DGB. But it's nice to see it up better than 45% since Monday. But let me do the intro. I'll do a little bit of XRP, a little bit of Bitcoin, and then I'm going to release this because I'm busy this morning. We are going back home today, and they've done a lot of stuff, but there's still some work that needs to be done for the next few days. But I think it'll be tolerable, and I'm just glad to be getting out of this hotel. So good morning. 8:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we've got XRP. I still think we're getting ready here for XRP. It's set up very nicely. We've got this nice inversion set up. We've got the breakout set up. We came outside the falling channel, and our initial target out of that falling channel is about 287. We've been showing support on this uptrend. It's a little off, but we've been showing support on this that's pretty good. On this uptrend, and we've been bouncing out very nicely out of here. So now we've come back after coming up to $2.50, back down, back up to 247, back down. We're showing support nicely on this uptrend. If we hold this, our next layer is going to be 265, and then it's going to eventually bring us out to this resistance up here near 288, and that's the longer put together pattern, within this short-term consolidation. So that's what we're gonna have to break past. That's our immediate resistance in the area right now. So we're trying to hold this like $2.42 support in the immediate short term, and then we're trying to reverse this very harshly and start pushing towards that pivot point at 265. That was the technical move up on a breakout that we haven't fulfilled just yet. And then we've got a slightly higher one up to 288. And you can see that as the pattern suggests that that's where it would go up to as well. So we've got a lot of confluency in that area. So that's what I'm waiting to see if we can start to build back up. Nice inverse head and shoulders here. Nice falling channel. We pushed back to the top side. Still pushing out of a symmetrical triangle, as we know. But we have a much larger broadening wedge that we're trying to fill out. Broadening wedge is denoted as, what would we say? Higher highs and lower lows. You need 2 hits on each side of resistance and support successfully. And then that validates a broadening wedge. Most technical setups and pattern formations, you need 3 hits on support and resistance. The broadening wedge, the legend is a little bit different because you only need 2 hits on each side. But right now we're working up very transparently, very universally, and those are the numbers that we need to know about this morning. Tonight, assuming all goes well, we'll have a very nice live. Yesterday was fantastic. It was nice to be able to do it at the house while I was cleaning up. Then I just had to come back here, but my son can't handle that noise. This inverse head and shoulder breakout pattern here that we're trying, or the bottoming, we're on the top side of what looks like a little bit of a symmetrical triangle. The technical target, we have a first layer of 161.5 billion on the XP market cap, but the technical move up, if this doesn't invalidate, is 216 billion. That's quite the spike in the XRP market cap. So definitely intrigued to be watching that play out here as the days go on. The XRP Bitcoin pairing is down 1/3%, nothing major. Still in a huge inverse head and shoulders. As long as we hold that 2674 area, we are very bullish. We're having a nice little consolidation right now, which is normal. But the next layer up, we've already hit 0.0003057 sat level. The next one, if we clear that, and assuming we hold the 2674 sat level, if we have to consolidate, would be the 3421 sat level. So it'd be another nice push up. And then it gets very volatile if you break that. Then you're talking about all the way up to approximately that 5110 sat level. That's where we get that big bounce. But we just have to break out of this volatile zone. But we are definitely working on it right now. We're definitely working on it. Bitcoin's up $273 or 1/3% to 87,709. Beautiful setup right now. We're just looking to make sure that we don't lose this area right here. It's right around 86,300. Nice bull flag setup. Initial target's 90,264, which we've had after we broke out of that little falling channel around 80K. And it was about a $10,000 move. And now we've got a nice bull flag setup. It looks like it's going to come up a little bit higher to like 91 or 92 if this plays out, which honestly, not complaining about, would be a fantastic and phenomenal move. And then over the top, we've got 107, 114. And we know our cycle target was somewhere around 126,000 or 128,000. It could have been moved a tiny bit, like 114 I wouldn't be mad about, but it is slightly higher than that. So we always have to make sure that we pay attention, you know, to that possibility. So I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate my work, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel and join the almost 31,500 subscribers. Share this on social media. If you appreciate my work, join Tom's Army. You can always send a YouTube super chat on send a YouTube super chat. You can join or send a donation via PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App if you feel the need. There's a way to join if you're looking to trade crypto. I like BITUNIX. It's the lowest spot and leverage trading fees. I also have crypto.com for like DGB and a couple others that aren't on there. But I prefer BITUNIX only because it's the cheapest spot and leverage trading fees, lowest maker taker fee, no KYC or VPN anywhere in the world. They've had XRP, even in the lawsuit days, in the beginning of announcements, they never delisted. I wish I would have known about them before Uphold. I would have never used Uphold, but I didn't at the time, and Experience 4 years ago. So, you know, that's where it's at. This will be in the video description below and our pinned comments as well. And then just taking a quick look across the market, we've got the US dollar up to 104.33, US 10-year government bonds up about 0.03 or 0.03 basis points, 0.63%. You could say 3 basis points, basically. And then we're at 4.34%. We've got gold up about $8.70 this morning, so commodities might be okay today, mining stocks. We've got Barrett Gold up 0.5% in pre-market to $19.46. We've got B2 Gold up 0.63% to $3.19. Silver's up 0.5% to $33.88. First Majestic Silver is up 0.75% to $6.94. We've got Fortuna Silver Mines up about 0.65% to $6.15, or up just about 4 cents per share. Total crypto market cap is up 0.5% to 2.836 billion. If we played this appropriately out of here and we break out of this descending wedge, which it looks like we were in, or descending triangle, whatever you want to call it, I don't care what you call it, makes no difference. But the technical target would be 3.34 trillion, which is about a 25% move from here. So we'll see if this plays out in our favor. It looks like a nice bull flag is set up, and we should be volatile to the upside. Now, we do have 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the U.S. is waking up. And a lot of times on the East and West Coast, we'll see some kind of consolidation. But it looks good to me this morning. I'm just saying. It looks good, just like yesterday it felt good. The total 3 everything besides Ethereum and Bitcoin looks like it's still pushing to that 888 billion. The fact that we've broken out of here can bring us up to the next level as well at 1.03 trillion. So if we can break over 888 trillion, there's a possibility that we improve by 112 billion very quickly in the total 3 market cap, which is everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum. Have a blessed morning, everybody. I've got to go. Lots of stuff to do today, but I will be very transparent. I'll be here as always. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. You guys make my day so very blessed.